screaming around, yelling, yeah! I mean, that's, sorry, that's who we are, but we're a lovable bunch, though, you know? We really are, and could use your support, your national community. Just hug an American. I know everybody's got their problems right now, but I just wanted to let everybody out there know, since we've got listeners, you know, even if I reach 5 people in the international community, you know, spread that around. We are not what they put us on TV as, promise you. We're all sort of scratching our heads wondering about that too. You know, led by our fearless leader, Obama, who apparently, why these presidents feel like it's a good freaking idea to fly into a war zone is to boost troop morale, apparently, is beyond me, because I can't relate with being in the military. I've never been in the military. I respect what they do. I think it should be more of their duty to question what they're doing, though, before they do it, not just take orders. But I know that's not how the military works. But that said, boost troop morale. You mean create a huge pain in their ass and come in like you're freaking helping by putting your ass there and making them all put themselves in harm's way again for you so you can go talk to them and rally the troops? Dude, we've got the internet. Pop up on a webcam. I mean, like, seriously. You know, spend that time you spent flying talking to small groups of the troops on a webcam. I'll bet they'd like that. Stay out of the freaking war zone, man. You're president. That's just me. Bush did the same thing. It's absolute nonsense to me. We got a war going on there, dude. There's no reason for you at the top of the chain to be flying your ass in there. That stuff's getting expensive, too. And he had some sort of comment like, oh, Americans wanted me to use that Air Force One. No, we don't. No one asked you to do that other than somebody paid to tell you what you want to hear, man. We don't want you in a freaking war zone. That's a horrible idea. And you just keep spending all this money. Air Force One's really expensive to fly, you know? I mean, you know, you had your chance with a photo op right by freaking lower downtown Manhattan. You know, it scared the hell out of everybody in all those buildings. Remember that back in November? Yeah, dude, don't you remember last time that happened to those people who actually saw it and lost people on the ground, which is no freaking joke? Yeah, it didn't end up so well for him, did it? They want me to use that Air Force One. Like, no, I think we're probably in agreement. Nobody really talks about it here because I believe we still have First Amendment rights for freedom of speech and to criticize our public figures, because it was certainly a part of our Constitution. Everyone seems to be getting skittish about it, but as far as I know, that's still okay. It should be, right? I mean, just stating my opinion. What a load of nonsense. Well, they want me to use that Air Force One. Shut up, dude. Go home. Stop signing new laws. We've got plenty of freaking laws. You know, go start more doctor accreditation services or whatever you're going to do to get... God, it's going to be such a mess. Like, there's so many people here that haven't been to a doctor in 10 years because what we have is so screwed up, which I openly admit. That everybody's going to go at once. And, like, yeah, don't get cancer anytime soon, America, if this passes, because you're going to be waiting in line for a long-ass time. All, you know, the taxpayer's going to have to pay it back. No, it's impossible to pay back already. It's just going to be a disaster. You know, a quick glance at international history would show us that, and I think a lot of us see it and we just have our fingers in our ears not wanting to acknowledge it. Whatever. I just thought that was kind of funny, and you know, as a public figure, being our president, it is still well within my First Amendment rights to make fun of him. Especially when he's doing crap like that. This guy is just incredible sometimes. But anyway, international community, hug an American. We could use it. We know you guys could too. So anyway, more important than that, we've got a video up on the website. You got to go see this. It's the funniest video I've ever seen. I try to do mostly alien videos. I have to put on funny YouTube stuff sometimes. We've got this video of a fight that happened, and usually I wouldn't put violence on, but this wasn't a fight. It was you got to see it. It's this dude goes into a Wendy's or a McDonald's or something and starts freaking out because he wants a cheeseburger. I don't know what happened, but he's just screaming, and he's pumped full of amphetamines or steroids or something, and you know, this is a problem. Like, nobody like says anything to these people anymore because it's just so ridiculous. I don't know why we don't just, like, as a group say, hey, freaking knock it off, man. But that doesn't happen anymore for some reason. Not where I live anyway. So somebody finally says something after this dude screams for 2 minutes. And of course, crazy guy eventually challenges him to a fight. And first thing that happens is he's wearing gym shorts, and the gym shorts go down. So you're going to see a big guy wanting a cheeseburger's butt, but it's worth bearing through that. So he hikes up his gym shorts and stuff. Then they just sort of do this quasi Greco-Roman wrestling thing on the ground, and the entire restaurant starts laughing at him. And go see that video. That's at the website. All right. Next up, the alien news. Thanks, AlienPhotog. I'm Bob McAlien, and this is the Alien News. Governments around the world today have gathered in Brussels to try to find a solution to the alarming rate of alien smokers. Yes, you heard me right. Apparently, aliens smoke cigarettes on a daily basis, and the president of the Alien Society of Health describes this newfound addiction to be a nuisance. At the same time, the tobacco companies are also concerned, as aliens only seem to prefer one certain brand of cigarettes. But on the other hand, they are encouraged because the aliens have threatened with holding demonstrations over every major city on Earth to stop the smoking ban in public spaces. The alien commander-in-chief is actually a smoker himself and has been caught on camera a few times with a cigarette in his mouth. This is what he had to say. It's not fair, man. We live in the skies. There's nowhere else to smoke, and with the legislation being what it is, we have to land every time we want to have a freaking cigarette. He also states that they have never come across this sort of tyranny on any other planet in the universe and finds Earth to be a very warm and inhospitable place. Ironically enough, humans feel the same way about both smoking and the climate on Earth right now, and it may just be what unites mankind with the rest of the life in the universe. We'll be keeping an eye on this one. In other news, aliens left AlienPhotog something near his trash can. All right, and believe it or not, guys, this is freaking true. If you've been listening to the show at all, you heard me talk to David Eckhart, and we both knew there was a certain way to film stuff. So the aliens, I'm certain it was them. I don't know who else would do it, but they left me the perfect freaking thing, it looks like, to be able to film and take pictures of them, like this little crystal ball thing, and I'll put a picture of it up on the website. I was like blown away. My wife found it by the trash can. Like, here you go, sweetie, this will be perfect for your alien pictures, which is hilarious because she's usually, doesn't even want to hear about it. So anyway, breaking news from my house, they left me a crystal ball so I can take pictures of them. That's real too. I know that the first one was obviously a joke. I don't know, maybe it is. I just got that off the AP. You can never trust the stuff you get off the AP. But seriously, I think they left that crystal ball. I don't know how else it would have freaking got there, but maybe we'll get cool alien pictures. All right, that's it from my house. Back to you, Bob McAlien. Thanks, AlienPhotog. In other mind-bending news, it would seem that Dr. Robert Lanza has proven that thought actually does create reality. We're going to hear about this in great length a little bit later on in the show with our host, AlienPhotog. AlienPhotog, I'm very much looking forward to this one. Yeah, me too, Bob, because it's incredible, groundbreaking stuff. It genuinely is, and I just need to have more people on the show instead of talking to myself, don't I? Note to self. I got a digital recorder the other day. I'm going to note to self. Stop talking to myself in different voices. People are listening. It's always kind of funny when you pre-record stuff because nobody's listening at the time, so then you listen to it back. Like, oh, Jesus. All right, love you, space chickens. Let's just end the news with that. My God. Bob, I'll toss it back to you. All right, everybody. Thanks, AlienPhotog, for that look at that insightful topic you were talking about. Sorry I wasn't listening, so I can't reference what it was in this transition. Before you go, everybody, a squirrel on water skis. Look at that furry critter go. Even though we've brought you 30 minutes of non-stop horrible news from around the world and did a bang-up job at it, we're going to make you smile before we leave and pat you on the ass on the way out the door. Enjoy the squirrel on skis. We're going to play our music now and smile real pretty and say good night, space chickens. Alright guys, and that's been the alien news. Brought to you, like I said, by me Googling stuff and people writing funny alien articles that aren't true. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Nobody can tell. It's just like the regular news. It's perfect. Alright guys, a little bit of music. We'll be right back. And we're going to get into some quantum physics. And please don't go away because of that. God, I shouldn't have freaking said that. Nobody's going to listen now. It's fascinating stuff, really is. Intelligent stuff. a marked difference from what just happened there in last week, me singing like my dog. Oh yes, and you're listening to the AlienPhotog radio show, which will have a much cooler name next week, and you're listening on Party 93.4 and Party934.com. They believe absolutely nothing I say, so you can't sue them for anything. Well, not on my account anyway. Alright, aliens!